Well, he's been on death row for more than 2.5 decades, and today Richard Glossip's case went to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Glossip wants a new trial for his conviction in the 1997 high-profile murder of businessman Barry Van Treese in Oklahoma City. That man right there. He claims prosecutors covered up evidence that could set him free.
Fox 23's Devin Lyon examined today's arguments and is live with us in studio.
A team of attorneys for the state and Glossip both say he deserves a new trial. At the heart of this debate is new evidence brought forth by State Attorney General Gentner Drummond. The evidence was not in Glossip's trial, and his lawyers claim it was covered up by prosecutors.
This is the key witness, and the jury has just seen him under oath lie to their faces. And if that comes out, I mean, whatever other problems with his credibility that the prosecutors have at that point, they have a much bigger problem at that point. And without his testimony, there's no way to get the conviction of murder, let alone the death penalty.
That was just a portion of what attorneys told Supreme Court justices about the murder trial for death row inmate Richard Glossip. Glossip was sentenced to death for hiring a man named Justin Sneed to murder his former boss Barry Van Treese in 1997. Glossip claimed his innocence then and still does now. Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond believes Glossip is guilty, but still thinks he deserves a new trial because Sneed perjured himself at Glossip's trial.
This is a witness who lied, and this is a witness who, at the mid-trial inducement of the prosecutor, changed his testimony.
They also say the prosecution did not reveal important evidence around Sneed's mental state or the medication he was on when he took the stand.
About his history of psychiatric treatment, including the fact that a prison psychiatrist prescribed lithium to treat his previously undiagnosed bipolar disorder. The prosecution suppressed that evidence and then failed to correct Mr. Sneed's perjured denial.
Attorney Christopher Michelle was appointed to argue that the conviction was valid and a new trial is not needed.
For the past 20 years, the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals has reviewed and upheld petitioner's conviction 6 separate times, finding compelling evidence that he commissioned the murder of Barry Van Treese.
Drummond was in Washington, D.C. for arguments. He sent this statement, quote, "Oklahomans deserve to have absolute faith that the death penalty is administered fairly and with certainty. Considering everything we know about this case, justice is not served by executing a man based on the testimony of a compromised witness." The controversy over Glossip's case has sent him to the death chamber twice, and each time it was called off. The family of victim Barry Van Treese told the High Court Glossip is responsible and they want to see him executed. Now, I just spoke with Representative Kevin McDougal from Broken Arrow. He supports the death penalty, but says there are problems with how it's implemented. I'm working on that for Fox 23 News at 6. Live in the studio, covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
The court is expected to release its decision before next June. Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch recused himself from this case because he was involved in the case when he was an appeals court judge.